Hey, how's it going? This is Brian from Metal Swap Meet, and I'm here with Israel and Ted.
Cheers.
And sorry if I'm stepping on your cord. Ted, we're at Protector Brewery here in the Miralani Makers District. And this is where a lot of people are going to hang out after doing their shopping at the Metal Swap Meet on October 16th.
Absolutely.
So I'll skip around on my questions, which totally fucked up my whole plan. But first of all, what do people have to look forward to here at Protector Brewery during the Metal Swap Meet? Because that's maybe the first thing on people's mind.
So this year we just tapped this Malison that we're actually drinking right now. Nice little 5.5% lager. And then in the fermenter now, we have a 10% Russian Imperial Stout coming out. Unnamed at this point, but we will try to throw a nice metal name on there.
Yeah.
Real hardcore. Make it
Yeah,
metal. Yeah, and make it run.
That sounds awesome. If you're not a beer geek, a Malison is kind of like the Oktoberfest.
Your traditional Oktoberfest, yeah. So you're
it's
going to go
amberish lager.
Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's what Israel's enjoying.
Absolutely.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Maybe you could kind of give me a quick history about Protector Brewery and the thing behind the name.
Yeah, sure. So the owner, Sean Haggerty, was a Navy SEAL. And after one of his long missions, he came back and brewed a beer. He ordered a kit, brewed a beer over in Iraq, where he's not supposed to be brewing beer, but he brewed a beer. And he had such a good time doing it that he wanted to make more, even though these are his words, that it tasted like camel piss. So through the years, he's refined it.
I would hope he has refined it.
So after about 10 years of creating this brand, this was an idea over 10 years ago, and we've been a company for 4 years now. So he started his undergrad in business, got his master's, but the whole time he was brewing at home, just force-feeding all of his friends to try it, and it just became, he just brought it to life. And so when he was through his undergrad, he was still a buds instructor for the SEALs, and his last class actually made him a Spartan helmet, which is kind of where it came from. So then Protector Brewery's kind of founded as the name and what made it work for him.
And Protector meaning protecting with the military and his service and whatnot.
Yeah. Just the whole ethos of looking at people, progression, and planet. So trying to just keep everything protected, just always moving forward.
Oh, so it even goes into, which is my next question, the organic thing. So on your site, I was reading that you guys are the first 100% organic brewery in San Diego. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah. From the last time we looked at organic certs, we're one of 17 in the nation right now.
And did the brewery start out that way, or was that something you had to work to get the organic certification and whatnot?
No, so Sean's wife, when he was going through all this, Corey, she actually was talking with him and said, this is what we should do, and he kind of made sure it was sustainable through his master's program and saw the growth in organic, and then that was it. From day one, it's been organic.
So organic from day one? Wow.
Yeah, from day one. So 4 years ago, everything was a little tougher to source, and now we've kind of found the perfect spot to be able to find all of our ingredients, our hops in traditional areas as opposed to New York where we first started.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, there's not a lot of people bragging about that. But
wow.
So things they're starting to trend to an easier outlet for us, which is great.
Okay, that's awesome. Let's see, what else do I got? So we're here in the Miralani Makers District. We got so many things here. How has being located here in the Miralani Makers District with all these other craft companies worked out for your company?
It's been great. You get you get foot traffic from people that don't even know you're here. I couldn't tell you how many people that come in and they're like, oh, I didn't even know this was here. Yeah. And when Thunderhawk was across the street, and then you still had two kids here. You had four beer breweries, and then you still have Setting Sun Sake on the other side. You have Serpentine Cider. You have Lost Cause, Charlie and Echo. Yeah. You still have a line here. you got everything you're looking for.
And I was just thinking about this today. I can't really think of anywhere else in San Diego where you have this close proximity of these beverage these beverage companies. I mean, you could go Gaslamp and go like taste all kinds of cocktails, but this is like really close proximity.
Yeah, you got everything you want. It's one Uber. That's all you need. It's one Uber, and you have your whole night of mixing alcohols and liquids and all that stuff.
And there's food.
And there is food. Yeah, so we have Sushi Deli and then Mr. G's Salsa as well, yeah.
Is the Good Seed still across?
The Good Seed is not. There is a new vegan spot across the way. I can't remember the name of it.
Okay. And there's usually trucks here, because there's a truck here right now when I pulled up.
Yeah. Food trucks are almost in every Thursday, Friday, Saturday for us now.
Okay. Awesome. So you kind of have the military thing a little bit as your theme here. I mean, when you walk in, I don't see camo everywhere, but there's like hints of it. Do you guys get a lot of support from current and ex-military?
Yeah, absolutely. We get tons from even just the Miramar base right here, but a lot of retirements, a lot of people just checking out for happy hours. But yeah, we always try to pair up with military-affiliated companies as well. Like one of the beers we made was a golden coffee stout, and we paired up with Trident Coffee, which is another Navy SEAL owned out of Imperial Beach.
Oh, wow. So,
yeah.
And kind of lastly for me, well, I got two more questions, so not lastly. How difficult was you guys to kind of get through the pandemic? I mean, it was. I'm sure it was difficult for everybody, but you guys seem like you've made it through the other side.
Yeah, the pandemic, we got very lucky. We switched kind of our whole revenue stream to distribution as opposed to tasting rooms. So probably 2 months before COVID, we really started focusing on distribution. We're able to sign with a company, so our foot was out there. And then we were jumping through hoops to try to make money here as well. I mean, we were going to farmers markets. We were trying to, it felt like we were trying to sell it door to door, like Girl Scout cookies again. But yeah, we were doing everything we could. But yeah, it looks like we've made it after this. Like it seems, I mean, knock on wood at this point, but it is looking like the pandemic, we have survived that at this point.
Awesome. And that kind of brings me to my last question. Since we've been doing the Metal Swap Meet here, I always stop in here and check things out. And I've seen a lot of growth in this company over the last 3 or 4 years since I've been coming here. Where do you see that growth taking you, and where do you see the company in the next 2 years?
I mean, by the end of next year, we'll have 2 more 50-barrel fermenters here, which they're not going to see it, but you guys will see. Those are only 15-barrel fermenters.
Oh, okay.
So that puts it into scale for you.
That's massive,
and so we're going to be running out of room here. We're just packing 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, YouTube.
No. We cuss all the time.
All right, so I was like...
Don't fucking cuss again, all right?
Yeah, so... yeah, it's been good. I mean, we are now shipping product to Washington, Colorado, D.C., Virginia, and Arizona right now, just at the current moment. So we'll see what I don't know, the future months hold for us, but it's been good right now for us. So
awesome.
Hopefully a larger production facility. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the next 2 years.
Something's got to budge.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all I got, and I'll hand it over to Israel.
Right on, thank you.
And I'll check the camera.
Yeah. Grab a beer.
This is where we kind of cut. Cool. Make sure it's still recording, and it is.
Yeah. Ted, thanks again for hanging with us here and taking the time for answering some questions. First of all, you guys are canning now, which is something that it's, I guess, fairly new. It happened during the pandemic, I believe.
Yeah.
What do you guys have on can right now?
On can, so we'll have our Hazy IPA, SD Hazy.
Very tasty.
SD West Coast. We'll have our Nelson in cans right now, little 6% smooth IPA. And then we will also have our Mosaic Pale Ale right now.
Okay.
And then that's all we have coming up for right now. Yeah.
And is that only available here, or is it at retail right now?
Most of them you'll be able to find at your local Jimbo's, Ralph's, Sprouts. We're in every Sprouts at this point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you'll be able to find it there. Oh, I forgot about our seltzer. The seltzer's also
too.
in cans. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Sorry. But yeah, we have those. But we also have crowlers available. So if there is something on draft, you could do a 32-ounce can to go where
Nice.
we can it and it's ready for you right there.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's essential.
Yeah.
Well, and that's really good to get your name out there.
Absolutely.
And get everybody
Probably the
to
coolest
get,
can we have, honestly.
Yeah.
It's all black with the white Spartan helmet.
There you
It's a
go.
cool
You can't
looking can.
go wrong with that. From your current brews, what's your favorite one?
The SD West Coast, which is hard to brag about right now because West Coasts are it's kind of a dead art. Yeah.
But it's that's what I always order.
Yeah.
I'm kind of an old man when it comes to the hazy. Like,
You're an old man when it comes to everything.
Yeah.
yeah, get off my lawn.
Clear beer or no beer.
Right.
Yeah.
Or GTFO.
Yeah, so that's the one both Mackenzie, our assistant brewer, and I have been drinking every shift at this point. Because we drink every shift because we're super hardcore.
Well, quality control. That's what they
thank
say.
you. Yeah,
Quality
that sounds
control.
much better. Yes.
It is very delicious.
Yes.
And very well refined.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's classy.
Absolutely.
Those of you cheap fucks out there. As you were talking about sourcing ingredients, are your ingredients locally sourced, or do you have to go out and?
Yeah. So most of our adjuncts, like as in our like fruits, they're all going to be locally sourced. And then when it comes to hops and our grain, that is not right now. There's been, from what I saw from when I last looked, there's one in Fallbrook, but I think Culture was buying those hops. That's certified organic, so they kind of ate that up for us. So,
Yeah.
which is good. I'm glad they're like a local one's being sourced, and they got a nice hop contract out of it. So, no, but right now most of our grain and hops are from out of state at this point.
You pretty much got to get what you can, especially
Yes.
this time, right?
Right. Yeah, a lot of it's from Washington. Grain comes from all over at this point, but the hops are coming from Washington.
Okay. One of the main features of your beer is that it is very fresh tasting. Do you guys normally always keep it that way? Do you try to move as much product internally as possible so it stays fresh?
Yeah, you always want your beer fresh, but what helped us with that is how far we did. Yeah, Mackenzie and I just drink so much during the shift every time. No, but our distribution has helped us keep up with all this. Where you're getting the freshest that you can have here, because I mean, with our capacity and what we're shipping out, I mean we only get maybe one barrel here every time. So you're drinking the freshest of the fresh every month.
As soon as it pops out, it goes in. And
Yep, yeah, it's in and out basically from us.
through our glasses.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, that's 2 days old, so.
It's wonderful. It's delicious. The Marzen, yes. For the Metal Swap Meet, are you guys going to have like a drinking area out here, like a patio? Is it all going to be inside?
No, yeah. So we'll have 4 tents set up outside, so there will be shade provided as well outside. Because I know how it can get in 74-degree weather.
Yeah. Very extreme.
Yeah, so no, we'll have tents set upside. And then we'll also have, I believe you guys were saying there's a playlist to have, so we'll have that rocking. Not that I think you're going to need to hear it, but, we'll have it rolling at this point, too. But
Perfect.
Yeah, so you'll be able to drink outside. The only thing you cannot go establishment to establishment with that alcohol.
Right.
So it is in, like, a
Okay.
beer garden.
Yeah.
Is what it
That
is.
should kind of be, like, emphasized. This is not a beer fest or a drink fest. The glassware stays where you got it, so don't leave with it.
Correct. Yeah, we would love if that happened.
Yeah.
And if you do take it, just make sure you post a lot of Instagram photos of it.
Please, with
yes.
with a logo facing the camera,
Right.
if possible. But you will be able to kind of drink your beer outside. We're going to have the Metal Swap Meet stage pretty close to here, so you'll be able to hear the music.
Yeah, we'll cut that whole playlist right away then. Yeah, it'll just be live music all day.
Yeah, so it should be exciting. As far as music tastes yourself, what do you normally go for?
I grew up more towards the heavy side. Now I've kind of gone towards 70s rock at this point.
Okay.
A lot of Led Zeppelin, a lot, like just kind of all the like Cream. I'm just living a slower lifestyle at this point is kind of where we're at. But I think I've told you guys this story a little while ago, but like some of my high school buddies were in the band Slytherin that Corey Taylor signed way back when. So I used to hang out with them kind of dressing the way I do today, which didn't really match that style at that very moment. It wasn't quite a rock style. I kind of looked like a little preppy kid, but
It's all good.
yeah, so I grew up kind of with that, like a lot of Cannibal Corpse. I think a lot of my
Nice.
buddies listened to Anal Cunt way back when.
Yeah.
Like a lot of this terrible stuff. Not terrible, sorry, but like
It's
some of those names of the songs get a little aggressive.
just a tad.
Yeah. So-
It's kind of provocative.
yeah. I think there's there's
never
a sensitive
listen to Anal
man one
Cunt?
that
Don't.
there's a couple ones that I'm like this isn't real PC anymore. High school I could run with it. Right now I'm not so.
The days of more permissive.
But yeah, it kind of all cycles through at this point,
Yeah.
where it just kind of depends on what I'm doing. You know, if I have to rearrange my garage for the 700th time, I'll probably be listening to some heavier stuff. You know, but
Awesome.
all depends on the day.
Well, really, thank you so much for letting us enjoy your beer and chat with us. We can't wait to be here back on the 16th and drink a little more and hang out a little more. And for everybody out there, don't forget, stop by Protector Brewing on the 16th, Metal Swap Meet. What time are you guys going to be open that day? We open
Will you be open by like 10 or 11?
Oh, we'll be open by 9:30.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, 9:30.
You can't. No excuses for you. You want to have a breakfast beer? You come to Protector. They'll be open nice and early for all the VIPs that come in at 10, and then everybody else who comes at 11 they'll be open. So come on and hang out with us. Ted, thanks again for Israel, Brian, and Ted.
Ace.
Metal Swap Talk. We'll see you.
Absolutely. Take care.